Good evening, members of the Montrose, Colorado Stake. We are happy to join with you on this Sunday night in the stake presidency broadcast. You'll notice that it's a little different tonight. I'm the high counselor that works with the missionaries, and I've been asked to join President Taylor and President White. We'll excuse President Nelson, who's traveling with family right now, and you'll see we have another guest with us. We have President Rees, who is president of the Denver, Colorado South Mission. We're honored and glad to have him joining with us tonight as we broadcast and talk a little bit about missionary work. As the High Counselor over missionary work for our stake, I have the opportunity to work with these good brethren and to also work with each one of your ward mission leaders. And as we do that, we work closely with our missionaries and discuss ways that we can engage members in missionary work and keep our missionaries busy. There's a couple of things that have come to pass with this pandemic, and we are here tonight to talk to you about a couple of positive changes and ways that the work has accelerated. And the first thing that's happened, we've been blessed to have an increased number of missionaries here in our stake. You may notice that some of our units have more than one set of missionaries now. And we are trying actively to figure out ways to keep our missionaries busy. We know that a busy missionary is a happy missionary, so we're working real hard to find ways to keep them busy. The second thing that's come about is a different way of doing missionary work. As we're no longer having a lot of the personal interaction and contact with friends and even family members at some point, we have different ways of reaching out and sharing the gospel. And that's what we're here to talk to you tonight about.
All right, very good. Thank you, Brother Saunders. It's wonderful to have you here with us. And what a privilege, brothers and sisters, that we get to have our mission president, President Rees, with the Colorado Denver South Mission. We're privileged to have him here, and he's our special guest. We want to make sure he takes most of the time tonight during this broadcast. So again, just by way of introduction, we are looking forward to a new way of sharing the gospel, and an email was sent out. Many of you have probably seen it, and it had some comments from me, but it also had most of the comments were from President Rees. And so we've invited him to kind of share with us some of his thoughts and feelings about how the work will move forward, and most important, how it is that we can participate in that. So President Rees, please.
Thank you so much, President Taylor. Brothers and sisters, the honor is mine. I feel very privileged to be here tonight with you. I love your state president. He has endless energy, and that energy is energy to move the work of the Lord forward. And I'm so grateful, and I'm grateful for the privilege that I have to work closely with him. I'm also grateful for President White and Brother Saunders as well, and President Nelson. But this is a real honor for me. As has been mentioned, things are changing in the world of missionary work these days. Pre-March 2020, missionaries were out knocking on doors. They were talking to people on the streets. And then COVID hit, and all of a sudden they are locked inside their apartments. And for several weeks, that's about all they got to do, is to sit in their apartments. But what's happened, brothers and sisters, is that there are some very negative effects of COVID. But COVID has really woken us up and has helped us to recognize that the work needs to change. The way that we do this work needs to change. As you know, there are more gated communities. There are more communities where it's difficult to get in and to be able to knock on somebody's door. It's harder to be able to make contact with people in today's world. And so what's happened now is that the Lord inspired people to develop this tool so that it could be made available to do missionary work. This tool is Facebook. Facebook is just simply another way to communicate with people. That's all it is. It's another way to communicate with people, but to be able to do it in a much more effective way. And so what our missionaries are doing now is, instead of knocking on doors, they're creating posts, and they're creating opportunities for others to come to those posts, to feel the Spirit, to recognize the power of the message that's being expressed. The Lord has told us as missionaries in Preach My Gospel that the elect are out there. They're waiting to be found. We know in Doctrine and Covenants that they just simply, in many cases, don't know where to find it. But we also know that the Lord has promised that he will lead the elect to us or he will lead us to them. And Facebook is just an incredible way to be able to do that. And so we are very excited about the prospect of having you join us in this effort. One of the things that's so exciting, and by the way, I will just tell you that we are seeing miracles happen. We are seeing miracles on a daily basis as a mission because of this Facebook effort, and frankly, because of the faith of our missionaries and the faith of you as the wonderful members of the Montrose Stake. We've already had 2 baptisms from Facebook, and we have another one scheduled, and we're going to have many, many more. So the work is going to go forward in a significant way. But we're so excited about this. And the key part of this, we cannot do this on our own. We shouldn't be doing this on our own. I don't mean to suggest that we should be. This is a united effort. And we're going to give you, President Taylor's going to show you a video, some very simple things that you can do to engage in the gathering of Israel through Facebook. And so these fears and apprehensions that you may have had in the past, frankly, they can just kind of evaporate because it's so easy now. All you have to do is like a page and you are all in. You're engaged in the gathering of Israel. So we're really excited about this. And President, be great to show that video and let the members have a feel for what we're talking about.
All right, here's the video.
Hi, we're the missionaries. You may have seen or heard of our Facebook pages run by missionaries all over Colorado, just like us.
We created these pages to make the gospel of Jesus Christ more accessible than ever, but we need your help to make it work.
But you may be wondering how you can help.
With more and more people on their devices, these pages are an excellent way to help others find truth in this world of uncertainty and confusion. But like the sister said, we need your help. So we're going to walk you through a few ways that you can help us and the Lord in this new age of spreading the gospel.
First, log into your Facebook. Then, search the page local to your area. You can ask your local missionaries for the specific page name. And press like. From there, you can click these 3 dots, then following, then see first. This way you'll be able to see our uplifting posts every time that you open Facebook. Then if you scroll over to the community tab on the page, you can click this blue button that says invite friends. And here, you can invite all of your Facebook friends to like the page. Now if you're on a computer, first you can like the page. Then click these 3 dots, then following. Here, you can also select the see first option so that every time you open Facebook, you'll see our uplifting messages. You can click these 3 dots again, click invite friends. There is an option to invite all your friends to like the page. By inviting all your friends to like the page, you are assisting the Lord in His work in normal and natural ways and helping your friends feel uplifted and come closer to the path of eternal happiness.
The reason why Facebook likes are so important is because Facebook will show our page to even more people, extending our reach. But even more important than Facebook likes are shares.
Sharing is an even better way to allow people all over to see our content. You can share our posts on your personal Facebook page or with a specific friend that you think will benefit from the message. Also, you can share the page itself with others on your personal profile. If you're part of a ward or a stake page, you can share on that too. Sharing is the best and easiest way to be part of the Lord's social media work on this earth today.
We will also be supporting your local ward and stake pages. We'll be running ads that are geared to non-members. So if you see the message button, please do not click, as it will charge us for each click.
You can also assist your local missionaries in posts for these pages. You can use your talents for these posts, such as a musical number, a spiritual thought, or something you just enjoy doing. You can always reach out to your local missionaries and find new ways you can assist them in the Lord's great work.
The Lord's work is progressing and accelerating rapidly in a whole new way. We are so excited to work with you. With your help, we can help others come closer to Christ and move His work forward.
Very good. Excellent. Well, President, I was especially impressed with how simple your missionaries made it for us to see how it is that we can support this effort. And if I may, I'd like to offer just a brief comment about the content that's being created on these pages, because I think it is top notch. And the messages that are being prepared and shared by our missionaries are so uplifting, and they bring such peace during a time of some challenge and difficulty. And I think that that's well received and definitely well needed right now. I really like the idea of increasing the number of likes that we have on our page. And by the way, brothers and sisters, just so that you know, the page that is specific for our stake is simply called Church of Jesus Christ in Montrose. So if you will search for the Church of Jesus Christ in Montrose, that'll take you immediately to this Facebook page. And then just as was shown, you can follow it, you can like it, and then please invite your friends to like it as well. And that's a very simple feature to do, is, you know, following the instructions in the video. Our goal as a stake presidency and with the support of our missionaries is that we increase the number of likes that we have on that page. Right now we're at about 630, which is fantastic. So many of you have already been supportive. We'd like to increase that, and our goal is that within 2 weeks, we get that to 1,000. So please like it, and then invite your friends to like it as well. President Rees, anything else you would add in terms of how our members can participate meaningfully in supporting the page?
Yes, absolutely. And by the way, just so that we're clear, the reason that we need all of these likes is because the Facebook algorithms are set up so that the more likes there are, the broader reach that these posts are going to have. So if we're going to have more people engaged and be able to reach them, then we need more of those likes. Now, the missionaries are the ones that are kind of running this page right now, but you as members can become directly involved by doing several things. One is after you have liked it and followed it and commented on some posts yourselves, you can get other people to do that. You can frankly go to a friend of yours who's not a member of the church and say, we've got this new Facebook page, and we've got these great messages of peace and comfort. Will you go take a look at it? And if you like it, will you invite your friends to like the page as well? You could help missionaries create a post. The video that you just saw is really kind of an example of a post that a missionary might do. But you could actually be involved. You might be in a post. This could be your opportunity of stardom. And who knows, it might go viral. But it's an opportunity to do that as well. Come up with ideas. Help the missionaries to develop ideas for posts. There's just so many things that you can do. Reach out to the missionaries and ask them, how can we help? And they will be reaching out to you as well. But this is all based on getting a broader reach and getting more people who know not yet where to find it through finding our message through Facebook.
Thank you. Thank you, President. President White, you had some thoughts about kind of your past experiences and current experiences with Facebook.
Sure. I used to be on Facebook more often in the past, but over about the last year, I've just kind of been disenfranchised with it. So many things go on that you're not interested in. Of course, I'm always interested in what my family might have to say. I was at the point where I was going to delete it from my phone and from my iPad, and decided not to. Now I know why. I think this will be a great tool, and it'll be easy. I appreciate the missionaries make it easy for us to figure it out, because I may use Facebook, but I may not be tech savvy enough to find exactly how to get to it so I can do it right. And so I think that will be great. We can just always double check this video, look at it, follow through, and then know how to become a part of this great work. Thanks, President.
You bet, you bet. And I appreciate you mentioning that our missionaries are also a wonderful resource to help us if we need any guidance about how to do this or how to share a video. In fact, in 2 weeks, we're going to be talking about something that we're going to be launching in our stake that we're calling New Releases. And it has to do with when missionaries put together a new video and them reaching out to us and then us sharing that with some of our friends and others. So I think I'd just like to close, of course, expressing thanks to President Rees, President White, Brother Saunders for being here with us. But I'd also like to bear testimony, brothers and sisters, and let you know that this is the Lord's work and it works. So I was privileged to have the missionaries from the Spring Creek Ward visit my home last Wednesday. And they did this exact thing. And they showed us a new video that they had put together, and it was very touching. And as they shared it with us, a name came to my mind of somebody who I thought could benefit from viewing it. And after discussion with the sisters, I figured out how to share that video with this friend through Facebook Messenger. And this friend of mine, who's an attorney, replied immediately. I was surprised, but she was touched by the video and had a few comments about what was in it. And she and I have been having a conversation now through Facebook since then about her involvement with missionaries in the past and some of the thoughts that she has about what's happening in the world and the role that faith and belief have in that. So I testify to you that it works. I also testify to you that the Lord has an expectation of us to be involved in his work. And now is the time for us to expand our ability to be involved in these meaningful ways. So thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you for viewing our videos, of course, and thank you especially for viewing this one and then following our invitations for you to be involved in our Facebook initiative. So thanks and have a wonderful day, and look forward to talking with you as soon as we can. All right.
See you, brothers and sisters.